Automations, customer journey, what does that mean, okay? So I have a furniture removal business, and this is how I set up my automations for text messages, emails, and kind of prospective things that we're gonna be looking at in the very near future. So what you can see here is I got a little bit of a legend here, okay? So if it's in orange, it's a new thing that we're just doing as of this morning. If it's old, it's something that I've been doing since July. And then the question marks is just basically things that I was planning on doing. And as I got more into it, it just needs more thought, and I'm going to explore them. Okay, so this is the first part, okay? So this is the customer journey. So when our customers reach out to us and book a service with us, this is what they are going to experience, okay? So we have a confirmation text. So you're gonna get all the information. It's gonna say their first, last name. It's gonna say their address, phone number, email, and then what time the appointment is and so forth, okay? The morning of, they get a 4-hour reminder letting them know that they're coming and with the technicians that are coming. Next is, actually in between here, so our guys always send a text message when on the way. So if they're the next client, they get an ETA message so they know exactly when they're coming. 10-minute after review and recommendation, okay? So 10 minutes after a job is completed and it is done, a client will get a text message and an email for a review, okay? We wanted some sort of thing on Google, Facebook, Nextdoor. Those are the three things we promote. I used to promote also Yelp, but they told me that they don't want me recommending them like that, so I stopped. Why not? And then we got 3-day reach out. Okay, after that is going to be a social media basically link to follow us on YouTube and follow us on Facebook. And then we have a 3-month check-in, which is just basically saying, hey, asking about their space and seeing how everything goes. The 6-month check-in, we want to come back. 10% off, hey, have us come back, okay? 9 months, we do other things and just take it away. We also do in-house moves, all right? Have 10% off. I want you back as a customer, okay? 12-month special deliveries. We can deliver some of your furniture to your friends and family. Would you like us to do that? Would you like to set that up? Have you thought about that? You know, we'll give you 10% off to set that up, okay? This is our current what we're doing, okay? Now let's kind of talk and break it down a little bit from the new and the old, okay? So I'm gonna start off with the old stuff and also the changes that we've done, okay? So we started off with just a 4-hour reminder, 10-minute after review, 3-day, 3-month, and 6-month. I started this in July, and so it's been a really great help, okay? I was only able to use 5 automations with that current plan that I had. I just recently updated it to where I can have, I think, up to like 30 automations now. So I'm gonna try and explore this and expand this as it goes. But so they're all the same, but I did some minor like changes to them, okay? So the 10-minute and the 3-day, so the recommendation used to be at the 3-day. I used to reach out and say, hey, please recommend us to your friends and family if we did a great job. But I feel like we can just condense that down into just this one review, okay? I think it can be just one thing. And then I do want, since I've been upticking our social media pretty dramatically, what I wanna do is I wanna direct people to our social media. Follow us, see what we got, because we donate, we fix things, we clean them, we resell them. We want people to know what we have so that way we can move it faster. It's kind of the whole idea. And then I didn't update anything on the 3-month and the 6-month check-in. I think they're just fine the way they are. And then I added in these here. My apologies. So that's what I did in the past, okay? I had really good experience with those, okay? This one, the 6-month check-in, just started kicking in just in January. So just 1 month ago, this started kicking in. I've already seen an uptick in all of it, right? People love getting the reviews. I have, we currently are just over 260 in 5-star Google reviews. We're building up in Nextdoor. We're building up in Facebook. I just updated those to do all of those just recently. But I've seen a big increase in customers coming back since I implemented this. So, that was the experience that I felt, and this is the reasoning why I expanded it, okay? So, confirmation, I used to only send confirmations to text message. If we communicated through text, you basically got a written confirmation in your text messages. But if we talked over phone, I wouldn't take the time to send that confirmation, so it would be relying on you, the customer, to write down all that information and have it remembered, right? We still did do the 4-hour reminder. That's great for the morning of, but like, how do you refer back to it and know without having to call me and find out, right? So we added in a confirmation text, make it super easy for customers to refer back in their text messages. It's also in their emails. Boom, okay, done. Updated a couple of things, and then 6 months, I felt was great when I first started because I only had 5 reach outs. So I wanted to be able to touch my customers as much as I possibly can, okay? I wanted to add in a 9 and a 12 month because I want that to keep on going. You know, like getting rid of furniture, moving it around, it might not be all done in the same year. You know, it's something that you do, you know, throughout time. You don't buy a mattress every year. You buy it once every 10 years. It's the same with your sofa. You know, it could be like, you know, these crap sofas nowadays, they can be done in 5 years, absolutely. But if you buy a nice sofa, you want that to last 10 years. So I want to be in these people's heads, and I want them to be able to remember us, know who they went to, and that we're always here, okay? So these ones here that I just added in, here, I'll go on this side here. New leads, okay? So if a customer reached out and they asked me for some sort of quote through Facebook and Google, my process is I call them. If they don't answer, I leave them a voicemail, I shoot them a text message, okay? But the thing is if they don't reply to that text message or voicemail, I'm not reaching back out again. You know, like I have so many customers that how is it that I can reach out to thousands of them all the time and be thinking about them, and, you know, and be growing my business. So this is what I'm trying to do to be able to be better at it. I'm trying to touch my customers more. I'm trying to be in their face. I'm trying to make sure that they know that they can come to me whenever they need to, okay? So new leads, after my initial touch, which is that one I just told you, I call and I leave a voicemail and a text message if they don't answer. But what if they don't call back to me? What if they don't say anything? What if they forget? I've gone through text messages, looked at them, and then forget about them, and they're out of sight, out of mind, right? Let's check in again in 2 days, okay? Let's do that. We are the best in town. Come and see us, all right? Like you're missing out on us, let them know who we are, okay? Now, if I still don't hear anything, 5 days, okay? Another one, hey, you're reaching out to us for a reason. Let's declutter. Let's get rid of that furniture. Let's clear up that space so you can do this next project, okay? Be in their face. And then 10 days, which is gonna be the last reach out for this particular cycle, we're always here. If you need us, we're here for you, okay? It's not about, there's no feelings, there's no ego in this. If a customer, like, you know, doesn't use you and they call you back, of course you want them to use you. So, you know, there's no ego involved, okay? You want this to be a great experience. You want this to be easy. You want them to know when you're coming, all of the above, all right? I have a couple of notes here that I'm gonna refer them back to. All right, so this gets into the researching, okay? So what I wanted to do in this is I wanted to set up a few more automations that had like information or, you know, like referrals, articles. So I didn't feel that it was tasteful enough to be able to do that. And I also feel that these are already pre-existing customers. They have already used me, so I can use this as a way to give them a reason to get back to me, right? This is also a great reason to get back to me, but when do I send it, right? Do I just send a random text message that says, hey, read this article? Or do I just send it to random text message that says, hey, here's some referrals, So I want to explore this a little bit more. My main thing is MailChimp, okay? That's the one that I'm looking at the most right now. I just started this research. I would love to hear your guys' experience. Have you guys used MailChimp? Is it easy? How does it work, Because this is just like a basic email or text message. There's no flash, there's no pictures, it's just basically verbal, right? MailChimp, you can dress it up, you can do a newsletter, the idea is a monthly newsletter, right? Get some home-based businesses that I can refer out and create a network with, and provide be the ultimate resource for my community and my clients. Articles, okay? Landfill articles, recycling articles, donation articles, just things just in general that can self-promote and also reinforce why they need to use us, okay? We do furniture removal. I don't like to refer myself as a junk removal company. I like to be more in the recycling realm, but ultimately I go to the trash all the time. It's, 60% of the things we get, we can save. The other 40 is just essentially trash. So I'm always going to the dump. I'm always doing that kind of stuff. So we're in this realm. So how do I give good articles? Okay. So that's just the things that I'm researching. How do I become a value to my customers? How do I just not bother them, but do everything with the sense of purpose, right? I'm not just sending hey messages just to say hey. I'm sending it with a purpose. Okay. Check us out on social media. Just checking in. How's your space going? Do you want to move anything around? All this stuff. I want to make sure that I'm being the most valuable I could possibly be, okay? Now, this is a part that I want to talk about too, is the expectations, okay? So in having these previous 5, it showed me what the potential can be. I didn't probably do it long enough or good enough to where I could really see mass potential. I'm still at the very beginning stages of my business, okay? So I'm trying to set this all up now so I don't have to think about this. I can be the best I can possibly be, and I'm gonna make an absolute statement in my area. So when I do this, what I expect is a massive growth in my returning customers, in my client referrals. That is what I expect in this. If you saw another video where I broke down my returning customers, last year was only 9%. I want to bring that up to 20%, okay? I am essentially doubling with an extra, going from 5 to 11 automatic reach outs all the time. Constantly. I can show you guys the different reach outs that I use with the verbiage, but it doesn't really help with knowing exactly what I'm doing with that. I think you just need to figure out what works with your business, because it just works. You just got to figure it out. I have no idea how I'm doing this. I'm just figuring it out, and I know this is the direction that I need to go. So this is what I'm doing. If it helps you, amazing. Thanks for watching. I would love to hear your feedback. Subscribe. Let's keep going.